Here am I with the fox, all right? So with this fox, I think in 2023, I went down to Denmark, as in South Denmark. I can't afford to go to Denmark in road, but the one that's South, I can afford it. I came across this dead fox by the side of the road. So I thought, wow, the fox is, even though it's dead, it's majestic. Like, catches my attention. So I told my wife this. I say, I wanted to take the fox back. Is that okay with you? The fox was swarmed with flies, the rotting carcass. My wife said to me, if you do that, you're going to walk home to Perth by yourself. So it didn't work. So I had to take out my camera and take lots and lots and lots of pictures. I make everyone wait, but I take lots and lots of pictures. And I sat on the pictures for a long time. I didn't do anything. So only much later, I realized I have to find something conceptually to talk about. So I was looking at like news of foxes wiping out the local natives who wouldn't stand a chance against the fox. So I thought about it and say, how interesting is that? And I also recall that as a child growing up, I was actually quite afraid of the fox. Because in Chinese mythology, the fox is seen as some sort of evil spirits that devours human beings. So I decided that why can't I create the fox and talk about this idea of like invasion and predator. And now the fox is so-called part of the Australian environment now. Can we get rid of the fox? And I did more research about it and realized that no, you can't, because when you get rid of the fox, nobody's going to get rid of the mouse and the rabbits and the cats that's around. So they're all sort of integrated into the environment now. And it's a bit like understanding the idea of English, the language of English, right? So English, we all speak English. That's uniting all of us at the moment, right? So if we remove the English from our language, right, what happens? Can we still continue speaking a common language? So it's like you can't go back and change the time, but we can do better with what we have now. So go back to the fox again. I wanted to create the idea that fox is just wandering around like a thug, like a gangster. It's like, well, I know I'm the apex creature in the land, and therefore I decided to create little tattoos for the fox. So the tattoos is like religious iconography that I look at the old Bible where they have images. So I thought, why can't I create that? Because it is also the idea of, I want to comment on the idea when the whole idea of British colonization was also to spread the word of God and Christianity into the country. So I thought, why not I create that with the fox? And then if you look closely, if you can see some words that's coming up from his mouth. It says, I can't help myself. So my technique of working it like that is to force people to look at my work in order to not just quickly say, okay, nice, and just move on. I wanted to draw people to the work.